Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to share a success story of how my friend got his ex-girlfriend back for good and now they're together and hopefully forever. So if you are interested in hearing about how this happened with screenshots and receipts, then stay tuned. Okay, so to preface this story, this is a friend who I went to college with, and basically him and his girlfriend, like they sort of had like an on and off relationship, but as you'll see in the text message that I will put on the screen, they always got back together. They would always like block each other and then unblock each other, but this time it was over for good, and he deleted pictures. Like, it's serious when they end up deleting pictures, right? Like, we've all been there, or a lot of us have. And he thought it was over for good. He was really sad, and I can tell that he really liked this girl. Like, he would always like talk about her, like, to me. We didn't like honestly, I feel like with him, it's like he's a really, really like lovey-dovey, like I love type of person. And he takes things very seriously. Like, he was super attached to his girlfriend, and he still manifested her back, and that was the point here. Something that a lot of people think is that in order for us to manifest someone back, we have to like detach from them, or not think about them anymore. But that's not the case, because like, I mean, this guy, like, he was like still really sad about that. Apparently his like grandfather passed away, and like he was sadder about this, but like he still manifested her back. So my point here is that you can manifest anyone back regardless of how you feel. You don't have to like detach from them. You don't have to like stop thinking of them. Let it go to the universe. Okay, you can still get them back. But yeah, he did end up getting his ex-girlfriend back. I'm gonna go ahead and link a picture. Okay, he said that I can use this obviously if I blur their faces, but they ended up getting back not even 2 weeks later, and they've been going strong ever since, because this entire thing happened through the span of like February and March 2022. Okay, yeah, like this entire, like, what, from the time that he sent me that text to him getting his ex-girlfriend back was, I think, literally just under 2 weeks. So yeah, it can happen super fast, and they were broken up for like, I would say, a good like 1 to 2 months. Okay, so it had been like, um I don't know if it's a while, but like for him, like I feel like that must have felt like an eternity, because yeah, he was really, really, really into this girl. But yeah, he was able to get her back, and I'm actually the one who told him about like conscious manifestation. So I gave him a couple of affirmations, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I told him that got him his ex-girlfriend back. Okay, so the first affirmation that I gave him, because this was specific to a situation, is that things are back to the way they've always been. Okay, because in the beginning when they started dating, and actually even throughout, they were always like lovey-dovey with each other. They were always like holding hands, doing PDA. They were like obsessed with each other, and I know a lot of you have experienced that as well. Like in the beginning, the person that you were with were super like lovey-dovey, and you were like hanging out a lot, and they were communicating with you a lot. But then something happened along the way where they started like, where the both of you kind of started drifting apart. Maybe they started hitting you up less, and that doesn't have to be the case. Okay, so if you do feel like that's happening, you can just say, things are back to the way they've always been. My partner always spoils me with love, attention, and affection. And that's exactly what I told him to say. I just said, like, hey, see this girl as the girl that you fell in love with. See this girl as the girl that was doing all these nice things for you. Like, I mean, I always saw in their story, like, she's always like baking him cupcakes, and he was always giving her gifts, and they were like always posting each other. But then obviously that stopped for a bit when they broke up. And in fact, like right before they broke up, they went to like a trip to Hawaii together. Okay, so it's like, I mean, like they were, it doesn't matter like what happened. Okay, obviously they had this like intense connection where they were like always together, and it's like even when they were apart, they still like loved each other throughout, and they were still able to like manifest each other back. And I just said, like, hey, like, you've always had this good relationship, just like tap into the fact that she is the person that wants to be with you. Tap into the fact that she is like ready to be in a relationship with you. She's ready to commit to you again. Like, they were always together. It's funny because like in the screenshot that I showed you, they were like celebrating their 1 year anniversary, and it's like it had been kind of on and off. And I know for a lot of you've also been through that, but I feel like now they're back together for good. And it's like even though they were blocked, they unblocked each other. Even though he deleted all the pictures, they still ended up getting back together. Okay, I know some of you are in that state as well, where you blocked each other and maybe you're just like, oh my gosh, like blocking's like the worst thing we can do. Like how can anything happen after that? I've heard of tons of stories of couples deleting each other off of Snapchat or Instagram or social media and blocking each other and getting back together. Okay, the point is circumstances do not matter. And I told him that. I'm like, it doesn't matter that you blocked each other. It doesn't matter, like, the fact that you're not together. Always know that there is a future ahead of you. Stay faithful to the reality that you want. And that's all he did. Like with him, I didn't even give him that many affirmations. I just said like, hey, look at the situation in a different perspective. Like you literally went to like you literally traveled with this girl to Hawaii a month ago. Feel the feelings you felt on that trip. Again, you don't have to feel in order to manifest, but just for him, like I give advice that's specific to that person. And like I've talked a lot about how he's like really lovey-dovey, and he just had to tap into that feeling of love. He just had to like see her as this person that's like ready to be with him, ready to commit to him, no matter how many fights they went through. Because I also put a screenshot on like, oh, love her even though she puts me through shit. I mean, it really doesn't matter like the nature of your relationship or what happens or what has happened. Okay, all that matters is that you stay true to your future. I always say my dominant assumptions are in alignment with my manifestations, and I actually told him that. I'm just like, listen, just think thoughts that are in alignment with her being your girlfriend. Think thoughts that indicate that you're together, indicate that you always talk to each other, that you're always lovey-dovey, that you're always in constant contact and communication. And that's exactly what he did, and he ended up manifesting his girlfriend back. Okay, and I also told him to say things like, it's easy for me to be in a healthy, happy, stable, committed relationship, because he did say that things have been on and off, and like now they've been going strong like ever since like March, and I'm like filming this in May, and like they have not had like a single problem. And I know they won't. I told him like, I know you won't. Like you're meant to be together. Like I would not be surprised if they get married. Okay, like I literally said like just say that it's easy for me to experience happy, healthy relationships. It is easy for me to be in a committed relationship. It's easy for me to be in a stable, secure relationship. And like he said those things. At first I feel like he was skeptical, but like the minute he said it, like things started shifting, things started changing, and he like ended up posting that on his story. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this worked. Can I post this for my channel? And he's all like, yeah, like yeah. Now he like consciously like manifests. He believes in manifestation. He uses it to manifest other things in his life. Like it was a life changer for him, and I'm super happy for them. Okay, and yeah, again, just a reminder, circumstances don't matter. It doesn't matter if you're blocked. It doesn't matter if you think you'll never get back together. It doesn't matter if they told you they don't want to be with you. You can change things around at the snap of a finger. Okay, so yeah, that's all I have for this video. I really hope this helped. Okay. If you have any questions regarding manifestations, let me know in the comments below. I will try to address them. I also do want to let you know that I offer manifestation coaching, and I also make custom subliminals to help with manifestations, to help your manifestations come to full fruition. So if you are interested in that, like I said, check out the description box below where there's a link where you can sign up for that. And I'm going to stop the video right here so I stop rambling anymore. And yeah, see you all next time.